Welcome back to base camp, WNC. We're here on the farm doing this quick farm update. Cherry tomatoes are just starting to break on the bottom. And if anybody's ever raised these things before, knows they're very prolific. And there'll be a ton of them here next week. They're just starting to turn red. I ain't got but 3 rows of these things this year. Those are all red ones over there. These are some purple ones that are coming on. A little bit of everything. We'll walk on down the road and take a look at some of this stuff. Welcome back to base camp, WNC. We're here on the farm doing this quick farm update. Cherry tomatoes are just starting to break on the bottom. And if anybody's ever raised these things before, knows they're very prolific. And there'll be a ton of them here next week. They're just starting to turn red. I ain't got but 3 rows of these things this year. Those are all red ones over there. These are some purple ones that are coming on. A little bit of everything. We'll walk on down the road and take a look at some of this stuff. Well, here's the regular field tomatoes. They doing real good. It'll be another week. They'll all be in here. Well, they're here picking green and golden zucchini. I got 2 of the best boys out there. 2 guys pick from here all the way to the other end of that field. They picking it all. They'll pick a couple 100 bushels before lunch today. Like I said, we got 8 rows of field tomatoes and 4 rows of cherry tomatoes. And then we got some more down here. We are pulling sweet corn right now. It started a week ago. But I want to take you over and show you the blackberries. Well, here's the far end of the field. The commercial pickers, we've been picking on here pretty hard. But all these things here are blackberries. The red ones right here just aren't ripe yet. They aren't raspberries or anything. But right now, yield-wise, we've been into it for just over 3 weeks. And they are hitting right about 1,500 gallons of blackberries so far per acre. And when you start looking at how many red ones and ones aren't ripe yet on all the fields, we're going to easily hit that 2,500 gallons of berries per acre. So they are pretty good. This is one variety. We'll walk up the other end of the field, see what the other ones look like. Well, this is a little bit later variety. They're coming on. We're seeing that this whole section right here's the top wire. And between the wind and the weight of the berries, they've slipped down. So we were talking about maybe having to run another wire in there. The bottom wire down here is just about useless. Everything's above that. So we might have to move that wire up to help support them. We've got a bunch of them that are hung over and broke the branch. So like I said, this is our first year. This is a learning experience. But when you look at this thing right here, and they are thornless varieties, there's a pile of berries yet to go. So we hope everybody's going to keep taking them. It's Saturday morning. We got about 2 dozen pickers out here on U-Pick. Don't have near enough for all this, but it'll be what it'll be, and we're working on it. Well, every year he says he ain't gonna do it, and he does. These are all cantaloupes. The biggest problem we've had with cantaloupes here lately is mice chewing in them, rats chewing in them for moisture. Up until about 3 days ago, we hadn't had rain in almost a month. We were in a drought condition. I get a chance, I'm gonna make a video on a drought condition of the local corn around here. But with drip irrigation, it overcomes that problem. It ain't cheap to pump that water, but it's better than having no crop. We got a pile of cantaloupes here. And this whole cantaloupe field goes from here all the way to the woods, so there's a pile of them. And then we got cucumbers over here. These are all pickling cucumbers. And then all the squash up here, they've abandoned it. It's just gotten too big, it's overgrown. And they're picking the other end of the field. Better looking stuff. But, well, Don and Mary Ann, if you're watching this thing, I'll be bringing some cucumbers and you can start the pickle making process. I do haul a bunch of this stuff up the mountains. Our place up the mountains, we just planted the garden about a week ago. So it's kind of nice when this here all burns up in the heat and everything. Then we get to go up there and start all over again. Well, I appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoy it. Tell your friends about it. Subscribe. But we're really happy with the blackberries. Like I said, if you're interested in them things, that's a big money making crop. University of Arkansas / Blackberry School. It's on YouTube. They've got about 26 episodes on selecting the plants, and growing, and staking, and fertilizer. Got everything on there you need. That's what we grew the protocol to. And here about July or so, even in the heat, we're going to start pruning, because we got to take all them canes out that had fruit on them this year. They all got to be cut off at the ground and gotten out of there and burned up. Keep cane borer from getting into them. And let the next bunch come on for next year. Well, this is it for right now. I appreciate you watching. Like it, share it, subscribe. Let me know what you think. This is Carolina Homestead Planner. Thank you.